Hello, bonjour, buenos dias, namaste, hajime mashite, ni hao, assalamu alaikum. Everybody out there on the internet, welcome to Chatting with Tekken for November 2023. So, Chatting with Tekken, if you don't know, there's three main things I talk about. So we got videos I'm working on for the channel, changes and stuff on the channel, IRL stuff, and then reviews I'm working on. There's subcategories, playthroughs and streams, vlogs, DIY do-it-yourself stuff, how-tos, and other stuff I might be making for the channel. And then the other two categories don't have subcategories because they're things that happened or didn't, with anecdotes and asides sprinkled in. Um, but it's kind of like a work in progress at this point because, well, not a work in progress, but like a working title thing because I should probably change it because, um, not the title, but like the format is like not the same as it usually is when I record these with the different subtopics, categories, yada yada yada. But let's get started. Um, so videos I'm working on. So right now, basically all I'm playing. Um, okay, I'm mainly playing Baldur's Gate 3 still, but besides that, I did start playing Gran Turismo 7 again on a weekly basis at least. After they came out with the challenge races, even though even though the second week they had a challenge race that was on there, but you couldn't access it. So I was like, okay, what the f? But it's whatever, dude. I mean, maybe it was a problem on my end, and I just didn't. But that's the thing. I have like everything unlocked in the game, so I'm like, why is it's whatever. I just at that point I was like, whatever. I don't care. It's dumb. This is stupid. So I'm not gonna worry about it. Um, I kind of want to play like Forza now, though. The one that came out this year, just to like be playing them both at the same time to be like, here's what Forza does. That's really good. Here's what Gran Turismo does. That's really good, and like compare contrast. That'd be a neat little, you know, way to look at it. But I just haven't picked Forza back up, and I just don't feel like playing it. So I just rather be playing Baldur's Gate 3 every time I have time to play. And then I guess I'll show that real quick. But besides Baldur's Gate 3 and Gran Turismo, Destiny 2, because Season of the Wish just started. Season of the Witch ended. So I got to season pass rank 100. Well, I got over 100, but I was like, it was kind of a challenge right at the end because I was like, ugh, I don't feel like playing. Then to like grind a bunch of levels, but then it's like, I took that from the end of that season, and I was like, dude, I'm just gonna hit the ground running here at the beginning. So I'm already at like, I think I'm over rank 10 for sure. So good progress so far. But then because of delay on the final shape, let's not even discuss it. But because of that delay, there's way more time to get to the season pass rank, so I should be really good to effing get to the get to the end of the season pass rank threshold, which is 100 easily this season. And then I just started playing daily on Wednesday, which was yesterday. Well, not daily, but just I'm doing bounties every day now, so it's like I shouldn't have a problem getting to the desired goal of season pass rank 100, and that's that. Um, Man, I had my YouTube open. Give me a second, because I had my channel section open so I could like look and see like what I've been playing and what channels have been added. I'm sorry, what videos have been added to the channel. See, Gran Turismo 7, Destiny 2, Baldur's Gate 3. Not much else besides that. Um, yeah, I still haven't gone back to Mass Effect. I did start that playthrough up though of N7. I'm sorry, not N7 Day, but the 2,000 subscriber thing. So I need to like do that. But then I read something. I either read something that I put in my notes on my phone or something I had posted way back when about the playthrough. And apparently it's supposed to be like an Evil Shepherd playthrough. I thought it was just Renegade. So I've already like started the playthrough though. So I don't want to start over, because if I start over, I had an idea of like, well, what if I did like a Renegade or an Evil Shepherd playthrough, but I did Spacer where your parents are around? Because that'd be kind of neat to be like, how do they react if you're a. But then it's like they're barely in the game, like, or this the trilogy. So it's like It's probably like super minimal, like in that regard. But I'm just like kind of curious, like how that would be, or like what the renegade options are, like when you get to talk to them. Since I always play Paragon when I'm a spacer, so I wouldn't like actually see like what happens if you're just telling your parents to f off all the time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It looks like it's just been Destiny 2, Gran Turismo, Baldur's Gate 3, and a bit of Mass Effect. Cause I man, I did want to go back to Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, but I just haven't gotten around to it. That being said, I did buy one of the things I picked up on Black Friday was well, you can't see it because it's in here, but I got some charge cables for my PS3, so I can actually I can actually charge the DualShock 3 that needs to be charged to play my PS3 now. So then I can play the multiplayer and unlock all the stuff in that version. Because my PS3 version is like way behind on my compared to my Xbox version. Cause I unlocked like so much more on my Xbox version than my PS3 version. So, but I mean that's probably not gonna happen. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna go back and play, but like it's, now they can go back and play it whenever. That's just like an option. It's on the table. I mean, that being said, like I said last time, or however many channel seconds ago, next year is basically spinning the channel down, so I can spin it back up into like you know, the the different verticals I'm going to have. In 2025, I got this whole idea and vision thing. I need to like just like write it down and like um make like a chart and graph and what's the word called when you like you know I can't think of the word. There's like whatever. I just need to like make all the plans for that so I can just like stay with the plan and then get it done because it's happening. Um, but then I'm like on the current channel, right? I'm just like in my brain. I'm like I forgot what I was gonna keep on this one as far as like what's gonna live here. Because I'll probably just keep it channel taken, and then maybe like the podcast, and like I'm not sure what else. Because I have ongoing stuff that I've got, right? That's like if I start another channel, it would be kind of weird to try to implant something at like or something like beyond the beginning, right? Where it's like, okay, this is at like part 50, whatever. Or this is chatting, taking who knows however many I've done of these. And it's just like, dude, you should just like anything that's like not at the beginning or not being started back up from zero or from one. It's just like I'll just like probably just keep it on here, and then anything that's like new and fresh, and just like from the ground up, it's like on the other stuff, or not on it started on the other channels. Jeez. Um, but yeah, here's a quick look at my. Because I just said, what was I? I was just saying something about I don't like. Oh, I don't have like a lot. Ugh, I cannot talk. I'm sorry. I don't have a lot of time to play lately because this is my work schedule for the last couple weeks. So usually I'm off on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, as you can see. But we're currently in peak season, and so that's November. The last 2 weeks I've worked 5 days, and then this is December. And basically until the week of Christmas, I am working these 5 day weeks, and I've only got 2 days off on Tuesday, Wednesday. And so the thing is about these is that the hours I'm working, I'll go ahead and pull up this one on like the 21st because I'm pretty sure it's still there. Yeah. The hours I'm working is 6:30 to 6. So I'm working 11 and a half hour days for the duration of the year, essentially. Not the duration of the year, but like until. Hold on, is that focused? I can't see. Ah, effing phone fell. But yeah, effing come on, pick up your piece of trash. But yeah, 6:36. And that's from 2 weeks ago until the 21st of December here. So that's like the entire holiday season. Um, and then also on the time, or just here the time. So yeah, that's the time for those days. But my usual schedule. Let me see if I can find it on here. Oh no, did I mess up the phone? It seems to have not. There we go. Never mind. My usual schedule is 6:30 to 5. So like an extra day and an extra hour every day for like the next however long. Here we go. So this is from November 16th, 6:30 to 5. Right. So I'm working an extra hour every day, and then an extra day every week. So usually cause it's 10-hour days usually, right? So that's 40 hours a week. But now it's effing with the extra day, that's well, it's over 50. But then every day is an extra hour, so that's, let's see, if I can do the math real quick. So if everything was normal, it'd be an extra day, which would be 10. But then it's actually 11, and then you get an extra day from the other 4 days, so that's 15, right? Yes. So 15, 40, 55. So now instead of working 40 hours every week, I'm working 55 hours every week until effing the week of Thanksgiving. I'm sorry, the week of Christmas. Until the 24th, and then I'm off for 3 days. Thank effing goodness. Which is, oh yeah, 24th is Christmas Eve. So until Christmas Eve, effing effing 5-day work weeks at 55 hours a week. Oof. And then effing yeah, this is back to normal. But just this is like the busy season at my job, so I'm kind of tired all the time, and I have no time, or not no time, but just like the way less time to play. So it quite sucks. But yeah, that's that. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I'm sorry. Like I'm just thinking of like why did I even bring that up? I think it's because I just mentioned it, right, about the whole, oh, I'd like to play Grand Moon and Forest at the same time, but no, I have no time. I mean, luckily on my game list, if I can pull it up too. I mean, I haven't even started putting in the new stuff yet, cause effing Dragon's Dogma 2 is in March, so I need to play the first one first though. So it's like, yeah, that's a whole thing. Yeah. I mean, I'm interested in it. It looks neat. I have friends on my friend list that talk about it, and they're like, oh, it's a fun time, blah blah blah. So I'm sure I'll enjoy it, but I haven't played it myself. I do have the copy of the like the Dark Arisen, whatever PS4 version remaster, so I'll check that out. But I've gone over this like list already, so it's like, this is the same list from like the previous episode, so there's nothing new here. But my Asthma Chronicle was $20. I didn't pick it up. Okay, so here's the thing about PSN, right? At the end of the year, is like they do like the Black Friday sales, the um like Black Friday like essential. Oh, jeez, can't. Okay, there we go. Black Friday essential. There's some third one that gets like an encore, and then there's like the holiday sales. But then like they have like the end of the year sales too. But then they like do an encore, I think, on each of these. But I think it's like at the same time, but I'm not 100% sure. But then it's like it gets. But yeah, it's just like you get like so many weeks of like discounts and sales on PSN at the end of the year, and it's just like, dude, I'm not super worried about if I picked it up when it was like on sale the first time. I'm just waiting for them to come. I'm basically waiting for like them to do the thing where like they do the encore sale at the end when like everything is on sale again. Cause I'm looking at my wish list, and it's like there's not that much on there, and it's like I'd rather just like get everything on my wish list just like knocked out and be like, okay, done, and like just worry about the stuff that's like new releases essentially. And like if I don't worry about any games on my wish list that are like old games, because basically that's what they all are. That like they're like, oh man, it's on sale. Oh, okay, I'll pick it up now. But like it's all now. That clears out the way for just new games, and like worrying about new games and like new PS5 stuff. So I'm gonna try to do that and just get all the stuff that's on my wish list picked up. Same thing on Steam. Like I looked on Steam, I have like barely anything on my wish list. It's pretty crazy. So this is a good time for me to like just knock everything off my wish list on those two. Xbox not so much, but it's a whole different story there because they've got. I mean, they have, it's like the first party stuff is like different, but it's like not as much, and like I don't really play as much, and it's like, so I'm kind of not really trying to I mean, I'll get over and playing that stuff later, but it's like it's not taking priority essentially. And then the problem is that the Xbox 360 marketplace goes away next year. So this year, like right now, is like the last time any of that stuff's gonna be discounted on the Xbox marketplace. So I'm like, some of the stuff I already have. I'm like, do I want to get a digital copy? And I'm like, I don't know. I should probably just not. But then part of my brain, I had this like thought the other day. I was like, well, what but then but then like the thing is, I don't like to use hypotheticals because they're such a bad, it's a bad way to like think about things in the future. It's like, oh, but what if? Because I was like, okay, let's say in the future if there's like an Xbox that doesn't have a disc drive, right? And I've got these physical copies, but I can't play because there's no way to play them on the whatever future version of the Xbox comes out with no disc drive. And it's like, well, maybe they're backwards compatible with the digital copies, but then you couldn't play the physical copies. So it's like maybe I should get the physical or maybe I should get digital copies of all the physical games I have. But then that's a bad idea. I'm just like it's like what's the point, dude? It's like, I mean, I'm leaning towards not doing it. I'm most likely not going to do it. But I was like thinking about it, and I was like, that's too expensive, and like none of the games I really have on Xbox I'm like super into that I don't have on PlayStation already anyway. So I'm like, we'll see how it shakes out, but I'm not gonna worry about it. It's whatever. But then like it would it's like on the one hand it's like if they delist all those games and I can't get a digital copy in the future, then like that's on them. It's like because it's like I would be fine if I could still get a digital copy to play it, even though I already had the physical copy. I couldn't play the physical copy, but it's like if they don't want me to like have access to the digital version, then it's like I guess I just won't be playing it, and I'll only be playing it like up to whatever hardware supports it, right? And then, but that I mean, I guess and then like the other thing is like they did discontinue their backwards compatibility program, so it's not like they're gonna get any more improvements on like what we can do with the stuff that's backwards compatible. So you wouldn't need to get like a box in the future that plays old stuff because there's no improvement on like what they do now for the 360 and Xbox One games. They're like better textures, yada yada yada, and all that stuff. So I was like, F it, like I'm just not gonna worry about it. It is kind of annoying though, because like there is stuff on there that's been just getting slowly delisted over time. I brought this up last time. So like Enchanted Arms was on my wish list. It's not there anymore. I mean, it's on the store, but you can't buy it. And then Splinter Cell, the first two before Chaos Theory, because I'm like, should I just get Chaos Theory? But I'm like, if I have Chaos Theory and I don't the other two, like, why even bother? It's like I'd rather have all three, right? And then like, but then I kind of get all of them because I'm like, I do kind of like, I do like that series, but then it's like, it's like, what if they just come out with like a 4K remaster of all of them on a disc or something, or like, what if they just do a remake, like when they're remaking like the one they're remaking now, like what if they just keep remaking them? So I'm like, but like I mean, it kind of remains to be seen if it's better, but it's like I would rather just play the modern version that they're redoing, and it's just like maybe it's better, and they just redo all of them anyway. Because if it's a success and it sells a lot of copies, they're not gonna say no because they just want to make money anyway. So it's like, but it's also Ubisoft who's on my no list, so I don't want to give them any money now. So there's that too. So it's like, Oh, that being said, I did pick up also on Black Friday one of the Elgato 4K things, so I could like get direct footage from my consoles to make videos about stuff that's like in the menus, because you can only use the share button stuff like or functionality when you're in game, right? As far as video goes, like you can still take screenshots and whatever when you're in the menus and stuff, but it's just like it's way more not an option when you're like on the dashboard or on the menu of the PS5 to like actually be making video stuff, because that's not how it works. So now I can't. I mean, I don't want to go back to doing like the plus and live deals or like making like whatever videos, but I just want to like highlight some stuff sometimes when like at this specific point for like the Xbox anyway, because like the 360 store is like going away, and like you can't even find it now, like depending on like how your store is set up. Because I used to be able to like access like the backwards compatibility section, and like now it's like gone, and I'm just like, dude, what the f? So it's like really annoying in that regard right now. But yeah, I completely lost track of that, or I don't even know what I'm talking about now. 'Cause I was supposed to be talking about like what I've been playing, what I've been streaming, but it's the same stuff. And then our D&D group, we did pick the campaign back up, so I put up the most recent one that we did Tuesday. It's on the channel. So we got to level 20 at the end of that one. I fell asleep, so I need to like go back and listen back to like what happened at the end, because I, I I was up all day. All right, I mean I was up all day, so it's like I was like, okay, if I fall asleep, I'm probably not gonna wake up before the session starts, so I can't do that. But then because I what happened? I thought was I up all day? I think I was, dude. Oh, I think I was up all day because I got off work and then I immediately went to the dealership because my headlights, or what, my driver's side headlight was going out, and then my battery was like, I've been having trouble like starting my car in like the cold weather, and I was like, crap, maybe the battery's dying, and it was going bad, of course. So obviously, um, so I had to get that stuff fixed up. Then I drove back here, and I guess I didn't fall asleep and take a nap. I don't know, but like yeah. Anyway, um, so I was up for like a long time, and we were playing very late into the night, and then I fell asleep, and I woke up and I was like, crap. But then yeah, so I'm trying to go back and like listen to see what happened. But that was yeah. Anyway, that's happened a lot lately too. Is like I just where's my I would go and like get it, but it's basically I do have like I have a blindfold so I can like see better during the day, but it's like not working as good as it was. Like the last few months have been like really good until like this month, where just I haven't been able to get like a full like 6 to 8 hours, and I don't know why. And I'm just like, dude, what happened to where I was like getting really good sleep, and then it just like I like after I don't know if daylight saving is what caused it, but like after daylight savings, I just haven't been able to just get as good a sleep as I was getting. I was like, dude, for the longest time, I was like having it, I was like struggling to get good sleep. Then I finally was getting good sleep, and now I'm back to getting not good sleep, and I'm just like, why is this happening? And I'm not always tired, but it's just like, dude, I just want to lay down a lot, all the time now. And I'm just like, I just want to lay down, I just lay down, and like rest. It just, and I'm like annoyed because like my current setup is like I don't have like a incline on my bed to like still be like upright so I can see my TV and like lay down and sleep and play, but it's like whatever. So anywho, that's a complete aside and tangent on that one because it's not related to what I've been playing, the videos I'm working on, and the playthroughs and streams I'm doing. But yeah, I guess that's the videos I'm working on. Baldur's Gate 3 stuff, Gran Turismo stuff. I feel like there's more than that. Mass Effect. I don't know. It's just I'm just gonna be like really busy this next month, so I don't even know. Cause I kind of want to play the 8 Rhythm because they added all the DLC stuff I forgot about. I bought like the near stuff's in there. They added Final Fantasy 16 apparently, which is cool. So I'd like to go back and play those cool jams and put them on the channel. But that being said, they're not gonna get monetized because it's all licensed music. So it's like, why even bother? So I'm like, should I even bother? I'm like, And I didn't. Well, I didn't finish quest mode though, so I do want to. There are like modes in the game, like endless mode, quest mode, etc., etc., where it's like I would like to go back and like bang out those specific parts of the game to like finish them and like unlock all the stuff on stream. But I just haven't gotten around to it. And like I said, Baldur's Gate 3, which just had like a patch that came out as I'm recording this, where they added playable epilogues. Yes, because that was like the one thing in the game. I was like, dude, the one thing this game's missing is a playable epilogue thing. Because that's in Witcher, and like that's what makes it like one of the best parts is like when you get to the end, and you get like a whole like part at the end after stuff's gone down. It'd be like, okay, well, like this is the state of the world that it's in now after you've done your adventure, and like now that you get that in Baldur's Gate 3, I'm just like, I cannot wait to like load that up and play it, and I will play it up on the channel when I get around to it. But I don't know when, because yeah, because like I'm on my second playthrough, right, for my Dark Urge Tactician difficulty, and they added another difficulty that's even more difficult. And if you get through it without dying, you get a golden D20 or golden dice. And I'm like, dude, I'm not even done with this playthrough yet, and they added another more difficult playthrough, which I think is actually nice because honestly, like I was just gonna play like another playthrough on like the easiest difficulty, just to get like achievements or not trophies, and just like whatever with like another melee focused character. But now I'm like, well, maybe I'll play through again on the next highest difficulty since I'm already on the current highest difficulty. Go to the next highest one. Try to get like the no death run. Because I already have an idea of like what I want to do, right? And it's like, well, not really what I want to do, but like in my brain, I'm like, okay, I think this is like the ideal melee centric class, which is what I like to play. Because I don't want to mess with any of the magic stuff. I'll just leave that to the companions. Because like Gil, I got him down. It's like the magician that just or wizard rather, just like throughout the spells. Shadow Heart's the healer, obviously, and just hills. I'm just doing hand motions, but like just and then Karlak, the other DPS person, doing damage. So I'm like, And I think this playthrough that I do, it's like I'll just do like a like variation of my current character, just do like the half orc because you get intimidation, and then you get that sentry attack thing, so extra melee damage, and then effing I think I'll like make a hireling because you don't get druids until Halson, but then even then you don't. I don't even think you get access to him as a party member. Besides that part in the Goblin camp, like you don't get access to him as a party member until the Shadow Curse realm, right? So you can't even like add him to the party for like a long time. And then there's another character that's an optional character that you can join your party that you don't get for like way later too. So for the longest time, you don't even have a druid, and druids have wild shape, which they can change into like small creatures to get through like the small openings. So on the one hand, I'm like, well, but then because on the one hand, like you can do that on the first. That's I'm thinking of doing that in this next playthrough with the hireling, just giving them the wild shape thing to get us through like all the stuff you can't get into without your shape shifting companions. But then like I haven't been through all those doors, so I'm not sure like if there's danger on the other side. Because sometimes there's treasure, sometimes there's loot, but sometimes there's a fight. So it's like, on the highest difficulty, I don't know if I wanna. Don't know if I want to risk that. Um. So yeah, I'm just thinking about that now, like in my brain of like, for sure, like some sort of hybrid monk fighter, like dual class, probably with some eldritch, well not eldritch stuff, but I'll probably take a like one of the levels, like one of the feats rather. I'll take that I think it's like the warlock spell, whatever school, where you get like a cantrip for free. So I can have like a melee class with range, and I think it goes up, but then I don't know. No, I think that does. I can't remember because like I think it's new start, so you can only do it like once. But then I put it on Gil this time, and he's like getting more than one blast with it. So I'm like, see, does it level up with you or what? Because anyway, I don't know, but it's like I'm gonna be like a fighter melee class, dual class, like monk fighter with effing Eldritch Blast. So that's probably how I play that. And then Karlak will be the barbarian. So, but then okay, I would go like way into this, but I'm like, dude, this is gonna take like 30 minutes to explain my whole like setup I got going on like in my brain of like why I would be a monk with the fighter. But then basically to get to the point without going too long, fighter you can have heavy armor and then monk you can't. So it's like you get heavy armor on top of having all your like uh, multi attacks every round, so you get like way more damage output. You get way good armor and AC, and then does it cancel out your like unarmed or not unarmed movement, but your unarmored armor AC buffs? Yeah, but it's like, dude, it's worth it because your heavy armor is just so good. Um, and Eldritch Blast is like as long as you got line of sight, you can see it. It's like I think you can maybe take Magic Missile too. I can't remember, but if you can, that's really good. Or like maybe there's one where you can get like Magic Missile and Eldritch Blast, and that's like those two, because like Magic Missile never misses, and then the Eldritch Blast is like as long as you have line of sight, boom, and just shoot out the Eldritch Blast and just yeah. Um, but yeah, that's my plan for the I think it was like honorable difficulty is what it was called. So if you got your part of your plans, like in your brain of what you're gonna do, just put in the comments and let's compare notes. But I lost my train of thought now because I was talking about Baldur's Gate 3. But kind of a funny part about that the second playthrough I'm in is like at first I made my character, but I was just like I just used the preset template of like their look without customizing them. And now every time I look at them, I see like a Shrek with like bad teeth because they've got like their teeth sticking out, and it's just because they're half orc, and it's like I can't unsee it. And every time I look at my character, I'm just like I just look effing a weird Shrek variation. So because I've got the green skin, and I didn't change that either. So I just left it default, and I was like, yeah, I probably should have. One time when I leave it on like a preset, and I'm like I kind of regret it. So that happened. But yeah, that's what I've been playing. What I'm gonna be playing. I'd like to jump back into Final Fantasy 14. Oh, where's my effing Sorry, I keep thinking of like other stuff to talk about. I wanted this to be like a short chat taken, but now it's like as I'm talking about stuff, I keep like thinking about things to talk about. Where did I put the effing Dude, hold on one second. Cause I had two of these, but I did get a storage increase on my PS5, so I got two more terabytes. But then I didn't know that it only had like one slot, so I got two of these, but I can only use one, so that's great. So I'm kind of annoyed. Um, I guess until like the Pro comes out, right, and I can use it on that, or if I buy a Slim for whatever reason, which I'm not going to, because why would I do that? But yeah, I was just like, dude, I was like, all right, I got 4 terabytes, and then I was looking at videos of how to upgrade, and it's like you only get one slot, and I'm like, what? Now, so now I'm just like, dude, that is definitely a X or check, or not a check mark, but like definitely a a minus on the PS5 for sure. Is like you only get the one effing storage bay to put your effing NVMe in, dude. And I was like, what? Like, how? It's whatever, man. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Um, I got an extra now, eh. And then if like there's a bunch more games that are super duper large because Final Fantasy 7. Well, actually, both 7 Rebirth and Baldur's Gate 3 I think are on 2 discs, right? So it's like the fact there's like multi-disc PS5 games is like kind of showing how large these games are, and it's like I don't think it's gonna stop anytime soon. So yeah, if I need another one, I got another one. I guess whatever. Um, but yeah, that. All right, effing. Let's see, playthrough streams. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I'd like to be playing, so I might be playing like whatever randomly if I get around to it. Like I said, but for the most part, these are like the main games I'm playing. Destiny 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Gran Turismo, and I'd like to get some Forza and like have like the compare contrast. But besides that, that's pretty much it. I think. Uh, I mean, I'd really want to play effing Cyberpunk, the Phantom Liberty, because I was like everything I've like seen and read about it is like it's really good, and apparently it like fixes a lot of things that are like messed up with the game, and I never really played it past like the patches that improved performance on PS4 because I just played it that first time when it crashed on me like 30 times, and I was like, whatever, dude, I liked it, so I didn't really feel like I need to go back and like play it with it being more stable because that's just one thing of like, well, it should have been more stable out of the box, but hey, that's not the world we live in. So what I think I'm gonna do is like because I haven't done like I haven't played the 2.0 update stuff either, so I haven't played it since they've added all this stuff. So I kind of want to play a playthrough on the PS4 version where it's like just the the broken but fixed version that we have now, and then do a version on PS5 where it's like the going forward past 2.0 where they fixed everything or not, or like they fixed everything and there's been substantial changes because the game from like what I understand is like completely different now as far as the class setups and like the weapons and how they change the classes and skill trees and whatnot. But yeah, I'm at 33 minutes. I think I'm just gonna end it here because I don't really have a lot else to talk about. And then going off my template outline on my phone here, besides playthrough streams and stuff I've been playing, I still need to like get around to it like a weekly video or something because this is just because every time I do try to take it now it's just like a giant info dump and it just becomes like a bloated like, oh, I'm gonna just randomly talk about things, and it's just ugh. I would like to get on that, but it's not happening anytime soon, right? Because I'm until we're out of peak season, it's not happening. So I got 2 days free every week, and it's just yeah. Anyway, no new vlogs to talk about. There's no new DIY stuff to talk about. I was thinking of like when I put that NVMe drive in of making a video of that, but I was like, there's probably like enough of them on YouTube anyway, which is weird because usually I would be like, I'm all over this, but I mean, I probably will now that I've done it because I was like, well, I don't want to like do it the first time on the camera and then like not know what I'm doing, and so now that I've done it, I'll do that. But then also like I did take when I took the plate off of the thing, I've got a decent amount of dust on my PS5, so I might make a video of like cleaning that out because mine needs. I mean, it's not super bad, but it is just like you can tell there's like just dust built up and like gunk in the vents, and it's like this needs to be this needs to be cleaned out. I'm just like, I should probably just make a video of that in case someone else is like out there like me and just like, I don't want to open it. It's so fragile, and then like you take it off, and it's just like it's yeah. It gets me super. I'm get super anxious when I do, because I'm like, this is a very fragile piece of technology. I don't want to break anything, but yeah, it slid out and slid back in just fine. So that was nice. I didn't break anything, and I didn't die. So yay. Um, and then nothing, no new changes on this channel or anything like that. So everything's rolling along. And then IRL stuff. I'm not even gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything because I just want to get through this next month into January, and like I've already taken off New Year's Eve, which is a Sunday, which I would have worked, but then I took it off, so I don't. Because like the last place I want to be on New Year's Eve is at work, because that's effing depressing. Um, so yeah, because especially since I work overnight, so it'd go into past midnight, and it's like, yeah, you'll never catch me at my job past midnight on effing New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. Oh, also this headset's dying. Like the ear cups are going out, and like the cables are, yeah, kind of rough. But so I need to buy like a replacement for this one, but I'll get around to it when I get around to it, I guess, because it still works. So it's like, yeah, I guess until like I use it, and it just completely is like completely not usable or something. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. But like I guess like something as far as like new videos or new whatever's, I might end up doing something where like I do something on my PS5 or Series X as far as like going over like the menus, or just like going through like the stuff that I'm currently playing, or just I might turn that into like a weekly thing if I can figure it out, but I don't know. Or just like once I get past the initial, like, this is what my current console setup looks like or something, or just I don't know. I'd like to do some like more videos of like my consoles on the menu, and like what I've got on them, and like what I've been playing, or like what I enjoy on those consoles, because we're in this like current gen, right? But then I can like go back to like the previous consoles and like be like, oh, this is what I was playing with these, and once on them, because like my Xbox 360 is hooked up, and like I would like want to go through the store and then see like what's on the digital storefront to like get before it all gets delisted, because it's all getting delisted next year. So I want to make a video like that. I just haven't got around to it, so that's probably going to be happening some point next year. And then same thing with the rest of them, just 'cause why not, right? But yeah, that is it for now. Um, yeah, there's there's other stuff I could do in this video, but it's whatever. Let's just keep it gaming focused here. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this effing. Okay, I'm not like really looking forward to it, but I'm looking forward to getting through it without dying. Hopefully, of the honorable difficulty. Well, that's the thing, right? Is like on the post it said like if you get through it without dying, but I'm like, well, how does it track your dying, and does it just mean like your player character, or the entire party? So whatever. I just want to get through it and get the gold dice, honestly. So, because in my brain I'm like, okay, well if I do this, there's certain side quests I'm not doing because they're too hard. They're like quite hard boss fights, um, and then certain boss fights I will just bypass because you can. Some of those fights can be just like easily bypassed if you know what you're doing, or how to like get past them. Like the Ani Ethel, there's a trick for that if you know about it, in the polymorph situation, as far as like when characters aren't themselves. I just found out about this because I watched a video, and like it said like if you use, I'm not gonna say like what happens, but like but like, or like how to get through it. But basically it involves using the non-lethal takedown, and I didn't even like that would never occurred to me. And like I saw the video, I was like, geez, like some of the people that play this game are just like, yeah, like they will always be light years ahead of like where I'm thinking when I'm playing this, because I'm never even like thinking like that, just that deep or that far. And I'm just like, I'll just use this as a resource on this next playthrough, because they added into the difficulty. Because at first I was like, I'll never need to use any of this, because I'm just gonna go back to the easiest difficulty after this to get the platinum. And now it's like, oh, well, now I have a reason to actually try. So, or one last try at the an interesting high difficulty playthrough I wasn't expecting to do. But yeah, that is it for now. And that's it for this video. So, oh wait, no, was there something else I wanted to do? Oh, I put up a community post about the 2,000 subs thing. So it's like I've got the Mass Effect thing going on, thinking about doing a Q&A, but then it's like I don't even know if anybody has any questions for my Q&A, so it's like, why even bother? But anyway, there's a community post in the community section on the channel. Go there and put a response or put it in here or whatever. If you're like, oh, whatever, or like whatever ideas or you know topics or whatever you'd like me to see or videos you'd like me to make for the 2,000 subscriber celebration thon, because now I'm gonna turn it into a whole year thing because it took me like forever to get that video up as far as like the Mass Effect thing. So I was like, to make up for that, I'll just do it. I'll do a whole year long celebration next year, and then like on top of like what I get out this year, which isn't gonna be much because like I said, my time is very limited because I've got so much work until the end of the year. So that's that. But yeah, that's it for now. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends or not. That's cool too. And I've got links to all my social stuff. But then I think it's possibly like not correct because the Discord link I think goes to like the wrong thing, but I haven't been able to fix it for the last long time, and it's been broken for a while, and I didn't notice, so I guess nobody else checked it out or cared. But yeah, anyway, all the links are in the bottom. And like I said, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, or share with your friends or not. That's cool too. So until you see or hear from me again, thanks for watching, and I'm now signing off.